All right, well, good evening. We're in the small room or the short bus tonight, it looks like. So thanks, everybody, for coming out. I don't know what's going on in the big room. I guess people might show up later, and we'll find out. So I'll go ahead and start with the treasurer's report. Checking. And my little clicker's not working, so I think my battery might be a little bit low. So maybe we'll fix that by next month. We start out with $256.51. New joins. Handfest tables, $126.52, and that also includes some entries and raffle tickets. And this is just until the end of August. So we've had a few more that's come in since then. And then we sold a diamond antenna for $43.39. So ending balance is $506.76. So the reason you see the odd numbers for those that aren't familiar is because those go through Stripe, which is an online payment service. So if you use PayPal or something like that, you're familiar with getting fees, and that's what happens. Every time someone, say if you pay your monthly or your annual dues online, it's $15, then we get $14. Going to be going up as next month whenever tables and tickets start hitting. In fact, I saw another come in just for the meeting tonight. So savings, no change, $69.21.66. Part of that is still the trailer grant. So we haven't spent all the money on the trailer yet. I couldn't tell you how much. That's Sean's deal. So I think the plan right now is next month to have the trailer here. We hope to be done with it by then. So some of the things that we have left to do have to do with the decal. We'll skip her. She's not paying attention. Aaron, go ahead.
Aaron, KC0 BKT.
Tim, KE0COU.
Don, KF0UDK.
Tristan, KE0JGH.
Dave, KE6GA, and Vice President.
Well, Don, you should have said something now that you're just up on there. So That's okay.
Yeah, one of the new ones.
Yeah, well, thank you very much. So as far as that goes, there was not really any other new business. We did want to just mention about the Sedalia Spark Fest, which is coming up the second Saturday in October. It is the Midwest Division Convention for the ARRL. And they reached out to us about bringing our trailer up. They're going to have a section for people throughout the whole division to bring, if they have communications trailers, to take them up there. I don't know how many's going to be there. I know we're going to be one of them, sounds like. And so that convention is a 2-day deal. It starts at but there's a lot up there. It's a neat place, and it should be. I'm curious to see how the Ham Fest works out. Expecting a pretty good turnout. We've got some vendors coming in, and I don't know if the Midwest Division Convention has been held in Missouri before. I don't ever remember it being in Missouri.
It was held by a Missouri club, but in Illinois.
Okay.
The St. Louis club has had it that's been Winter Festival.
Okay, gotcha.
But they actually held it
In
over
Illinois. Was that Collinsville? Yeah. Okay.
There's also plenty of camping at the trailer.
Yes, there is. Yeah.
What was the date of that?
Second Saturday. I could look on my phone for sure.
I'm sorry, 10th and 11th.
Is it 10th and 11th? Okay.
It's Friday, it's a Friday.
Yeah, 10th and 11th. That's right.
You're right, 10th and 11th.
Yeah. So, sorry, Michael, you can't be a back row Baptist today.
I know, and I had it in my head, I was going to the church too.
Yeah.
That time to come out.
Yeah. And that's even a Methodist church. So I mean,
I know, I am Baptist,
Yeah.
so
Okay.
somebody needs to move up here.
yeah. Maybe someone else will join you in a few minutes. You want to introduce yourself since we picked on you? We already just did introductions, so
Michael Blake, N0NQW.
yeah. All right. So we'll go ahead and start. This is installing your 6-meter and up mobile radios. Anyone in here looking to install a radio in your car? Has anyone got projects or a motorcycle, golf cart? A guy I work with has a Kubota tractor, and he installed a 100-watt Motorola Spectra on his backhoe. So he came out and was helping me dig a trench in my yard for fiber optic cable. And he had his radio on, and had the 015 on. I was like, my gosh, can't believe he put that on there. But he's got a big 5/8 wave on it. That's how it's we have a crane and then stock lake. I can do some extra gears. I got other analog gears. I'll drop the area to use. So those are kind of the first two bands I think a lot of people consider. This is really convenient because I think it is So if you want to check it out and make some contacts, that'd be a great time to do it. And then these other 3 repeaters are multi-mode. And what that means is you'll see them pop up on the list a few times. It's basically first in, first out. So if someone's on there talking on D-Star on the 685 repeater, and you get on there and talk on Fusion, after they're done, it's going to be Fusion. It'll switch back and forth. So you can actually have multiple digital modes going at the same time. It can be a little bit confusing, but I don't think that happens a whole lot. At least I've not witnessed it. So there's just not as much activity for that to be a problem.
On that one,
Yep.
that's the one we allow them to steer. Williams.
Yes. Yeah, the 685 repeater in Springfield that the club has, and for the 670 Willow Springs, which most of us are not going to be able to reach that repeater from here. If you do, I want to see what your setup looks like. You can actually steer that repeater with your D-Star radio. You can go to the menu and change to what room you want to listen to. And the other repeat, I guess the 442.4, I've not tried it. You should be able to steer it too, but the 685, no matter what, that's supposed to be more of a steerable repeater, or if you want to try something different that's not on any of the other repeaters, normally like DMR, you want to listen. Say you've got a friend in Montana, and you want to get on the Montana statewide talk group, you go out and repeat it. So NXDN, this has kind of come up a little bit new in the last 12 months, really. We put our repeater up, 442925. It's linkable. NXDN is kind of like Fusion. Fusion, you have the actual Fusion repeaters, and then you have Fusion repeaters or hotspots. In the same way, this is a NXDN type repeater. This is a true connected repeater. So this is currently talk group 12 out of Florida. It's kind of, they do, actually the Weather Service down there, that's what they use as spotters to talk back to them. So it's a pretty wide network. So it's kind of interesting. You don't hear them talking about tornadoes, you hear them talking about water spouts. So that's pretty cool. If you have an capability or scanner that listens to it, you might plug that in there and check. Something else to think about on these repeaters as well, just like Fusion has narrow voice wide, NXDN is kind of similar. They have narrow and ultra narrow. So ultra narrow 6.25 kilohertz, that's what all these repeaters. The narrow is 12.5, and none of the ham stuff is really, the other repeater, like these 3, they don't support ham at all. And the other one could, but it's not good. So we're talking about that as the ultra narrow. When I first put this repeater up, I never made it. I didn't know it was the thing. So the ham stuff is all wideband for the time that I worked wideband. Well, it's not made. P25 repeaters, you can see there's a few. So these are standalone, just they're linkable. And you have 685 and 600 repeater. And then the 4575, you can change it. But this is more like DMR because you know, 44, 5, like saying link group 2.5. If you tune on your radio, which is up DMR through P25. You can do that on any of your. You can get NXDN, put one in there. You can talk an NXDN over it. Fusion's the same way. Fusion 3121, that's South 3. So if you want to experiment with that, that's one you can do it and find some activity. All these other here are just basically as the club has gone through and upgraded repeaters, we put equipment in that is capable of P25. So why not enable it? Someone wants to use it. I don't think anyone get very much use. We have Dennis here. That's the Fortune Randy that has a radio on his backhoe up at Max Creek. That's his repeater. And then both the 900 repeaters can do P digital. But again, you have to have someone else on digital to talk to them. So